So I literally said I was not going to refilm this, and then it just went too long. So let's wrap that back up and try to do it shorter. So I've had a hellacious day. Let's just say Satan be scheming. And my theory is if God's working and Satan's working a little extra hard because he's trying to be keeping up with God, I'm like, I don't know. I think God's got something good planned. I'm just saying. That's like my philosophy. I could be totally wrong. And like, it's so funny. This is like, I feel like this summit is for really qualified people because they be using like really big terms. And I'm like, I know what none of that means, but I'm here to learn. So I'll just ask questions and be that really stupid person that's sitting in the back going, what does that even mean? What's the basics? But anyway, this day, I was so sick at my stomach until the very moment that I left, which was awful. I thought I was not going to get to leave because I was like, I don't need to be on the road and being sick at my stomach. That's awful. But I finally made it on the road, got to trucking, made it right outside of Nashville and got gas. And like, it's one of those like go in and pay. And like, I've gone in and paid for gas, but like it's been like 6 or 8 years. Okay. It's been a while. I don't know the routine. And I was like, so I didn't know, cause like, you press the button at the machine. So like I didn't think to ask for what gas I needed. And the lady gave me premium. And I didn't realize it was premium until I was like already like halfway through pumping it. And I was like, well, if we're already halfway through, might as well just continue. I'm not getting that much because it's premium. It's expensive. But I put 5 gallons of premium in a car that doesn't take premium gas. And I was like freaking out. I was calling my husband. I was like, dude, what? Like, is my car gonna like, I'm that dramatic. I was like, is my car gonna explode? What happens? I don't know. He was like, no, you're fine. Then I get to Nashville, and Nashville was a hot mess. But I went around Nashville, but like, even just like outside of Nashville, the interstate systems are so complex. And I was like literally doing breathing exercises while I was driving. I got very just panicked. And then I get to my hotel. It's very nice. Thanks, Dad. And like, the people are so stinking nice here. Like, I've asked some dumb questions already, but they're so nice here. And I make a couple trips up to my room because I brought a little extra because, comfort. And this guy got in the elevator with me at my last trip, and like my hands are full. Like, I've got a pillow and a blanket and stuff in my hands, and like a couple bottles of water. And like, I wasn't paying too much attention to him. He was like, I'm on this floor. And so I just pressed his button. Like, I'd already pressed my button. And so I pressed his. He's a couple floors above. Well, he got out when I got out. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then he like followed me. And I was like, that's even weirder. But then he stopped at a door and knocked on it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I guess like maybe I don't know. I was like, I'm not going to think about it. But, like, where I was walking to, like, I was making sure there were people up ahead. And, like, there was some workers up ahead. And I could see them. So I was, like, running towards them. Like, sprinting. Like, well, speed walking, really. Let's not be too dramatic. But, yeah. So I got in my room. Locked my door. Can we talk about the locking mechanisms that are in this hotel, by the way? Like, for protection? Spot on. We love safety here. And I didn't think anything more about it. Like, I wasn't even paying enough attention overly to what this guy really even looked like. Like, I mean, I saw his face, and, like, God, that's going to stay etched in my brain. But that's not sarcasm. Like, that, I mean, people's faces, like, if I see your face, like, I will remember your face later on down the road. Well, like, I had been chilling here for a while, and I was trying to eat dinner, and, like, I was halfway through dinner, and I just decided to get on Instagram to see, like, what's going on there. And, like, I mean, I'm not saying it's him, But boy howdy, this person looked one whole heck of a lot like the dude that got on the elevator with me. And he tried, well, he didn't try, he did follow me on Instagram, because my Instagram is public. And I was like, huh? So I gotta start panicking. I called my dad, king of safety, and I was like, yo, what is this mess? So we go downstairs. I have him on the phone with me like the whole time, because I'm like, I'm absolutely not walking through this place by myself anymore. And like, I'll probably call him again in the morning when I am on my way out. But I had the manager like look back through the tapes. We were watching all the tapes of different floors and stuff to like track his movement and like stuff. And like, we looked at the name on the Instagram account. We looked that up to see if like he was here. That name is not here. So like, I'm panicking, and all this happened an hour before I had to leave to go to this summit. So I'll go into a little bit of the summit. I'll save that for another video. I might film that part in the morning, but I'll get into a little bit of it just because like I've never gone to some place and just like literally been upset to be there. But it's one of those like, I don't know. I'm not super, I mean, I'm wearing pink, which is like our girly color, but like whatever. But I'm not a girly girl. If you know me, you know. And so, you know, these women, like, there's women everywhere. I mean, it's a women's summit. But they're all like, oh my gosh, Sally Sue, it's so good to see you. I was like, I came by myself. And like, there was a couple, like I was standing in line to go into the auditorium, and there was like some groups of women like in front of me and behind me just chatting, and I couldn't build up the courage to like say hello, because like I was just so still like upset about what happened like an hour before I even had to leave my hotel. So I was like, this literally sucks. So I'm literally like standing in line, like legitimately frowning and upset that I'm here. And I was like, this is not the point of being here. Like, I was excited to come the day before. And then today, just being a hellacious day, I was like, I am no longer excited to be here. Like, I just want to go home. This is terrible. And then God works harder than Satan. But let me tell you, Satan works, man. Like, for those of you that don't believe in that, he works. But my God works harder. And that deserves a whoa. So, all that to say, y'all, if God's got something planned for you and like you're hitting stumbling blocks and obstacles and all this stuff in your way, and Satan's doing all he can to deter you from God's purpose. I don't know about you, but like to me, that is like a really good sign that God is going to like do some really awesome stuff. I'm just saying. So I share that with you all just to be like, you know, if y'all are struggling right now and like, you know, you feel like God has called you to do something, but Satan's working really hard right now and he's distracting you from like your purpose that God has called you to. Yo, don't even give Satan the time of day. Laugh. Just laugh. Because I mean, he is like, Satan's laughing. He thinks it's hilarious that he's got you fooled. But flip the switch and be like, no, absolutely not. Let me pull up a quick verse, because a friend gave me this verse and like I am obsessed with it. Oh, literally it's pulled up on my Bible app. That was not planned. Love that. But it's 1 Peter 5, specifically verse 8. I really like 6 through 11 in a whole, so like go read that. But verse 8 specifically says, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Verse 9, resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. So, like, yo, you're not the only one Satan's attacking. He's attacking other people. So find comfort that, you know, that you're not alone. My whole thing is making one less person feel alone in the world. So in case, you know, you feel like, oh my gosh, like Satan's only attacking me. No, honey, he got me too. Don't you worry. But you know what? He don't really got me. He thinks he does. And he may for like a short period of time, but God, I'm resting in that righteous right hand. And I am like so grateful and humbled and just excited that I get to say that God is the ruler of my life and the author of my story. And praise the Lord, because yeah, if it was up to me to make this function, what a depressing life that would be. So just thought I'd share that with y'all, and see y'all in the next video, especially that summit video. Get excited because it's gonna be real good. I'm just saying. Love y'all. Bye.